Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Doing another little late night Wizard101 video. You know, might as well get it out of the way because this topic, or this latest update that just recently came out, or at least this note, this was really interesting, and this is pretty much like major news. So I'm gonna read it right here. You can read it yourself. This is the words from the Wizard101 development team. Wizards, we heard your latest feedback. Several changes will be coming in future patches. So note to self, it says future patches, okay? So we don't know when these patches are gonna come. It just says future patches, to include the following. Adjustments to the Novice gear drop rates and the pity system, which, if you guys don't know, the pity system is basically kind of like this thing, I guess, for the, hopefully I'm explaining this correctly, but you can go into the crafting recipe and you can basically use a certain gear and basically craft that certain gear that you need. And we've had this in dragoon farming, so if you wanted to craft, like, you know, dragoon boots, you could also use like a certain off school boots that also matches that recipe, as long as it's a vanguard type or whatever it is. It was just a really nice accessible way to kind of get dragoon, and it really made dragoon farming honestly easy. It was still grindy, but you know, it was flexible, and I believe they did the same thing with Lemuria and the Caramel. You know, it's just a really nice system to have, but they didn't have it for Novas, but now, if this is correct what they are saying, it will be a little bit more flexible to craft those gears that you need, and hopefully loosen the headache, because dude, I've had a headache farming a Novus. Thank goodness I already got the hat and boots. Dude, it's been a whole headache, and honestly, it made me like play less of the game. Like, literally, it made me want to play less of it. So yeah, anyway, that's really good, and it's also good that the gear drop rates are gonna be getting adjustments as well. Not sure what those adjustments are. We just kind of have to wait and see, but I am excited, and it is nice to see that they are kind of listening to us. So big thumbs up for that. And this one's also interesting, but this one, no, actually, this one's iffy. It says stat adjustments to certain sets of level 50, level 100, level 150, and the level 160 gear. So all those levels will basically be getting some stat adjustments. So again, we talk about the quote-unquote adjustments. We really don't know what adjustments means in KI terms. This could mean some stat buffs, or some stat nerfs, or stat differences of some sort. I'm not sure, again, what adjustments mean, and it's one of those things where we are just gonna have to wait and see, because I'm a little iffy on this one, because there is Malistaire gear, and I lost connection in Wizard101. Of course I did. Anyway, if you guys can look on the screen, I lost connection. Yeah, I have terrible internet right now, so I can barely even farm at Novus gear if I wanted to. That's just a skill issue for me personally, but yeah, let's go back to the news. But again, we talk about the whole stat adjustment thing. We don't know what gears are going to be adjusted, and yeah, again, we don't know what adjustments means. It could be nerfs, it could be buffs, but regardless of what happens, I already know that a lot of players are not going to be happy with it regardless. So yep, those are basically the big news. Pity system for Novus, with also adjustments to the drop rates, and also adjustments to some level gear. A lot of people were mentioning that level 60 gear is also missing from this, and you know, it's just a whole thing. Honestly, what I want to do, since the video is kind of quick, is I wanted to share with you guys some of these Twitter comments, because I know some of you guys probably don't have Twitter, and you know, personally, I usually don't go on Twitter that much, but I love reading the comments, and I just love reading everybody's, you know, complaints and thoughts about it. And You know, it seems like I said before, I'll say it again, I just think people just need to play a different game and take a break from Wizard101. And like I said in the previous video, I personally don't care what they want to do, if they want to nerf gear or if they want to increase drop. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care. Anyway, here are some of the comments. Let me find a really good one real quick. Blaze was talking about if the Novus gear drops implies the pin and the pin pity system as well. That would be pretty cool to find out. Gourmet also mentions, do the stat adjustments to gear include lower level pins? Also, any adjustments to your Waterworks or House of Scales gear? A Wizard from Oz mentions that, but will you ever fix the simpler things such as incorrect thumbnail images for some fish and housing items? Is there a place where players can bring these things to your attention where you will actually take notice? This person says, please fix life healing in 1v1. It's too broken. I guess life healing and PvP is kind of broken. I don't know. I don't play PvP. Okay, this one is funny. This is a hot take, but I think it's a really funny hot take. But we'll read it in appropriateness. We'll give them respect. Hot take warning. Max level gear should be harder to get. This news that they're increasing drop rates and adding pity systems or pity disappoints me greatly. You are getting a massive upgrade and you are choosing to go for this massive upgrade. You should be prepared to put the time in. Breaking down as soon as you require more time than you are willing to put in is childish. I appreciate the difficulty. The Wiz player base never appreciates difficulty. Well, at least the Wiz player base that KI listens to. LOL. That's how we've had several nerfs up to this point. They break down as soon as two people say that something is too hard. Pity, you've been farming a lot, so we're just going to give it to you. Ridiculous. I mean, it did say hot take warning, so I'll let you guys in the comments figure that one out. I don't even need to say anything. And like I said, I just think people just need to play different games. Yeah, y'all can figure that out. This one was a really good comment I wanted to share with you guys, but this one comes from Justin, and he mentions, can you guys consider making cards more dyslexia friendly? The last fight of Novus, the cards were super hard for me to read and still kind of hard because, you know, dyslexia makes things hard to read. And honestly, I agree, Justin. Some of those cards in the last fight of Novus, I'll just spend minutes or just seconds like reading the card and stuff like that, and you know, it really is hard to read all of the descriptions and the symbols, and especially for people that aren't even aware of Rochambeau and stuff like that, you know. And like I've said many times before, the last fight of Novus just generally isn't fun. It's just not really a fun boss battle to be in, you know. It's very confusing, especially if you're a casual player, and it is going to be confusing especially if you do have dyslexia. And there's one comment underneath here, Grant made this, and this is like a perfect like diagram of like what the cards should be, like a little mini description box. And again, I just wanted to share this real quick. I know my internet is super slow at loading things, but this is what Grant did. This is just like, this would just be a game changer, and honestly I think it would actually be a lot faster in the final Novus boss fight, or just in general if they kind of give you the description, you know. So for example, Evil Snowman, remove up to 2 weaknesses from self, up to 2 20% shields based on the enemy's school, and 20% ice traps, deals 175 ice damage. Like, that's perfect. That is so awesome. Yo, sign up Grant, bro. You need to sign up Grant. I love that. I love that. I think that's really cool. So anyway, you know, there's just a bunch of comments on Twitter. I know not everybody uses Twitter. There's actually plenty more stuff you can read on Twitter. I leave this tweet in the top pinned comments below if you wanted to make this one. Could y'all please, for the love of gods, take out pets that are not available instead of leaving them in there for days? Again, plenty of people got comments and stuff like that, but let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace out and have a wonderful day. See you later.